everyone, it's Sal here. Welcome back to another perfume video. So today we are going to be having a look at my whole perfume collection, all 72 of them. I just counted them after I set them all up here basically. And I have to say, you guys, I really wasn't expecting to count 72 perfumes. I had this slight feeling of being overwhelmed once I counted that many, and I can feel a large declutter coming up very soon. So what I wanted to do today is go through all of my perfumes, decide which ones I completely love and I would maybe even repurchase, and I want to go through the fragrances that I would not repurchase, and from there I might have a slightly better idea of which fragrances are going to be leaving my collection after this video. First of all, before we get started today, if you are new to my channel, then welcome. I create weekly perfume videos. I am also planning on creating some videos over the next few weeks on body care and beauty and other kind of beauty related topics. But anyway, if that's something which interests you, then I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified every time I post, you can click the little bell icon as well. Also, feel free to pop over and follow me on Instagram as well. I post fairly regularly on there, I would say, updates on my collection, various perfume posts, other things I'm interested in, and things like that. So I'd absolutely love it if you would pop over and say hello to me on there as well. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. I think, I'm just trying to decide where to start, you guys. I think I'm going to start here with this tray. So on this tray, I have actually popped on some of my prized perfumes and also perfumes that I'm loving at the moment. Sorry, wait, let me just, okay, the camera's, okay, the lens is there. I don't want to cover the lens with my finger by accident. I'm gonna move my hand over. Okay, so first up we have my beloved Delina Exclusive from Parfums de Marly. Now I completely love this fragrance, you guys. I believe I would repurchase it if I ran out. What I think would be quite nice is if somehow there was a way to refill these fragrances. So yeah, I'm not sure if there's a way to actually refill the bottle, but I think that would be a really nice option just to, eliminate waste and keep this gorgeous work of art right here rather than throwing it out. But long story short, yes, I would repurchase this fragrance. So that's Parfums de Marly Delina Exclusive. Apologies if my hand looks really veiny at any point today. I know it's kind of gross, but that's what happens to me when I get too warm. My veins look rather large and my hands just look kind of gross if I get too warm, and it's extremely warm in here today. So my apologies if my hand looks extremely veiny, because that'll be the reason why. Next up, Kayali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper 25. Yes, I would most likely repurchase this fragrance. I love it, and it is definitely staying in my collection. Next we have a new purchase, a relatively new addition to my collection, and that is Versace Crystal Noir. I love this fragrance. This is the large 90ml of the Eau de Toilette. I really, really enjoy this one, you guys. It might be a repurchase, but I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to say, seeing as this is gonna last me a very long time, but I certainly love it, and it's not going to be leaving my collection anytime soon. Next we have Parfums de Marly Athalia. Now Athalia is a really nice, unique fragrance. It's kind of warm, ambery, powdery, irisy, and kind of musky as well. It's a really gorgeous fragrance. I don't know if it would be a repurchase, but I certainly love it, and I wouldn't be getting rid of it anytime soon. I really enjoy this one, but I don't think it would be a repurchase if I'm being honest, but I love it anyway. So that is Parfums de Marly Athalia. Next we have Tom Ford Noir Parfum. I adore this fragrance, you guys. This is one of my, top 10 for life, most likely. I just love this fragrance so much. It is beautiful. It's just such a gorgeous, warm, spicy vanilla scent, quite warm, balmy, balsamic as well. kind of woody, resinous, and quite warm with amber. It's absolutely stunning, and I adore this fragrance so much. So yes, this would most likely be a repurchase, but it is 100 ml, so you know, I'm probably not going to be running out of it anytime soon. So that's Tom Ford Noir PERFUME. Next we have an absolute gem in my collection, you guys. Honestly, I cannot even express how much I love this perfume. So this is Danger Pour Femme from Roche Parfums. This was very kindly sent to me by Roche Parfums, and I'm so grateful for it, honestly. It is such a magnificent perfume from the bottle right down to the scent itself. It is a complete work of art, you guys. Look at that lid. I mean, oh my goodness. I absolutely love this fragrance. This Danger Pour Femme, the scent is unlike anything I own. Honestly, it's very unique to me. I did recently discover that it's somewhat reminiscent of Chanel No. 5. However, to me, this fragrance right here, Danger Pour Femme, this is smoother. It's a bit more modern than No. 5. It's kind of less citrusy. It doesn't really have that aldehyde kind of smell to it. So it's kind of different, but you know, it's not super dissimilar either. So I think if you like Chanel No. 5, you would most likely enjoy this as well. But like I say, to me, this is smoother, kind of a bit more versatile, easier to wear, kind of a bit more modern, if you know what I mean. But I absolutely love this fragrance. It is so elegant and sophisticated and chic, you know, just, oh my goodness, I love it. So I suppose, yes, it would be a repurchase, but they are extremely pricey, these fragrances. So in reality, I don't know if I would run out and repurchase it straight away just because of the price point. But, you know, in theory, yes, it would be a repurchase just because I love it so much. So that is Danger Pour Femme. Next we have Kim Kardashian, and it's just called Kim Kardashian by Kim Kardashian, I suppose. Oh, that bottle looks so gorgeous, the way that the light is shining through there. This is a really stunning fragrance. I'm gonna say I don't know if I'd repurchase it, but I am definitely going to be keeping hold of it in my collection. It is such a gorgeous fragrance. It reminds me a lot of Gucci Bloom, but this is much more affordable. This is louder and it has more projection, etc. So this is such a fantastic fragrance, honestly. If you enjoy tuberose, gardenia, like warm, kind of rich, bold, white floral fragrances, then I think you would love this. This smells slightly mature to me as well, in a very sophisticated, elevated kind of way, and I just absolutely love this fragrance. So it's definitely staying in my collection for sure. So that is Kim Kardashian. Now, next up we have all of my Guerlain fragrances. They are all lined up here. I love most of these. I wouldn't say this is Mon Guerlain Sparkling Bouquet. Now, this will not be a repurchase. I like it and things like that, but it's kind of more of a summery version of Mon Guerlain. And to me, it's kind of very much, it reminds me of a summer fragrance. It's not really super, I mean, it is versatile. Like, you know, this could be a signature scent, this could be worn all year round, but for me personally, I prefer the original Mon Guerlain. So for that reason, I wouldn't repurchase this one, but I still really enjoy it. So that is Mon Guerlain Sparkling Bouquet. Next we have Mon Guerlain Floral, and this is the hair mist version. I really enjoy this one, you guys. It's a really nice perfume, but it does lean slightly citrusy to me. I think it has grapefruit and lemon in here. I can't quite remember exactly, but it has something quite sharp and citrusy in the opening, and it does carry through the duration of the scent, if you know what I mean. It's not just in the opening, it is there. It's there for most of the time that I'm smelling it on myself. So it is kind of like a citrusy, floral version of Mon Guerlain, I suppose, and I really enjoy it, but it wouldn't be a repurchase, and to be honest, it's discontinued anyway, so that's kind of irrelevant, I suppose. So that's Mon Guerlain Floral. Next we have Mon Guerlain Intense, and it's funny because I wore this the other day and I was literally just thinking about how I would repurchase this one pretty much immediately if it ran out. I love this fragrance so much, you guys. Honestly, I wore it and I couldn't believe how nice it was. I'd actually forgotten how good this fragrance is. And then I wore it the other day and I was just reminded of how amazing this version is of Mont Guerlain. It is so stunning, and yes, I would repurchase it immediately if, you know, when this runs out. And it's getting there, you know, I've used quite a lot of this, and I have been wearing it again recently. So yes, this would be a repurchase. I adore it. It's incredible. So that's Mont Guerlain Intense. Next we have the original Mont Guerlain Eau de Parfum. Yes, this would be a repurchase. I love this fragrance. I can never decide which one I prefer out of Mont Guerlain and the Intense version. I probably would say that I just prefer them both. Like, I like them both the same. Yes, this would be a repurchase. I absolutely love it. Now, Insolence Eau de Toilette. I like this fragrance, but I really don't reach for it an awful lot, you guys. I'm definitely going to be holding on to this one because it is in that beautiful bee bottle, which I think has now been phased out, and they have brought in a new design, and I have to say I much prefer this bee bottle, so I will be cherishing this for sure. But it wouldn't be a repurchase. So that's Insolence Eau de Toilette. Next we have Mont Guerlain Eau de Toilette, and no, I would not repurchase this. This one is actually in my declutter category, so I'm hoping to move this on to a new home at some point. It's just kind of sitting there not getting used. I might get some use out of it on the really warm days, to be honest, but apart from that, it doesn't really get worn an awful lot, to be honest. It's still a really nice fragrance though. So that's Mont Guerlain Eau de Toilette. Next we have Black Perfecto Eau de Parfum from Guerlain, and I used to have a backup bottle of this fragrance, but I sold that backup because I just wasn't really using either of them that much, to be honest. So I don't think this would be a repurchase. I don't think. I used to love it a lot more. Now I still enjoy it, but I'm not as inspired by it anymore, but I do still enjoy it. So that is Black Perfecto from Guerlain. Oh, okay, I just had to go and get a wee lem sip because my head hurts. I've got a really bad headache today. So I've got my wee lem sip here. Hopefully that'll help my headache. I'm sure it will. So moving on now, we have my La Nuit Trésor fragrances. So since the last time I filmed a full collection video, this will have changed a little bit because I used to have the La Nuit Trésor Eau de Toilette, but that one has now found a new home. So the ones remaining are La Nuit Trésor à la Folie, La Nuit Trésor Eau de Parfum, the original, and I have a new addition to my perfume collection, you guys. I have La Nuit Trésor Nude, and this fragrance is such a perfect summer scent. It is so sweet and coconutty and creamy, and it has vanilla in here. It's got a opening of bergamot, a heart of rose essence, and in the base notes I believe it is coconut and vanilla. So this fragrance is so beautiful for the summer, you guys. It's quite strong. It's not really that soft. It's quite a punchy scent, like it's quite a strong fragrance, even though it's an eau de toilette. I just love that design of the bottle there. That's so beautiful. So this is La Nuit Trésor Nude, a beautiful coconutty summer fragrance. I'm not sure if I'd repurchase it at this point because I've only just bought it the other day, but I'm certainly enjoying it very much. And here we have in its little pouch, Balenciaga Paris. It came in this little pouch and I honestly think it is just the cutest thing. It's so nice. I don't know if you were traveling with it. It's also nice because it stops the sunlight from getting into the fragrance itself, so it kind of preserves the juice, which I appreciate. There's the bottle there. It's really, really nice. I actually really like this fragrance for days when I'm feeling a bit anxious. I'm not entirely sure why this is. I think because the scent itself is very neutral. It's not overly sweet. It's not really spicy. It's not conveying any strong emotion to me, if you know what I mean. It's not really flirty either. It's quite reserved. It's quite a shy scent, and overall I just really enjoy this fragrance for days when I'm feeling a bit off or if I'm feeling anxious. I really like this one for those kind of days. I'm not sure if it would be a repurchase. I mean, at one point I actually thought I was going to declutter it, and then I discovered I liked wearing it sometimes. So, you know, overall I don't really know where I stand with this perfume. It's probably not going to be a repurchase, but it's not going to be a declutter either. Where shall I go next? I really want to start drinking my Lemsip because my head hurts a lot. It might still be too hot though. We only had the lemon one in the cupboard. I really prefer the blackberry one, but oh well. I managed to get a few sips. Okay, so next up we have Sofia by Sofia Vergara. This is a fragrance, just gonna reach over. This is a fragrance I've been wearing quite a lot recently to work. It is such an easy fragrance just to throw on for any occasion, any day. It's been particularly nice for the summer. It's not a cloying fragrance at all to me. It's just a really nice, classy, juicy, kind of sweet floral, everyday, elegant kind of fragrance, perfect for work and things like that. You can see the condensation on there from my hot water in the Lemsip. But that is Sofia by Sofia Vergara, and it would probably be a repurchase, but I've worn this a lot and I've hardly even made a dent in it, so it's probably not going to come to that, but I certainly enjoy it very much. Next we have Armani Code. I really like this fragrance. It kind of reminds me of shampoo or conditioner. It's quite sweet. It has bitter orange, orange blossom, jasmine, and tonka bean in here, I believe. It's got really, it's a really nice scent profile. I really enjoy this one. It's quite sweet, kind of powdery, slightly soapy. Overall, just a really pleasant everyday fragrance. I don't know if I'd repurchase it, but I won't be decluttering it because I've been really enjoying it. So that is Armani Code. Next we have Elisab Le Parfum. And this fragrance is magnificent, you guys. It is truly fantastic. If you like jasmine and you like strong, bold, feminine, punchy fragrances, you have to give this one a try. So this has orange blossom, jasmine, honey, patchouli, all those good things. And what's really interesting to me is the fact that there's honey in here, but it's not what you would expect from a fragrance with honey in it. It's not really overly sweet. It's not got that dripping, syrupy honey notes that you can really directly smell. The honey note is very subtle in here, and I really like that about it. So for me, the star of the show is definitely the slightly indolic jasmine notes. It is a beautiful, gorgeous fragrance, you guys. Honestly, I love this one. I've been trying to reach for this one a bit more often recently because for some reason I wasn't really reaching for it, but I do absolutely love it, and it could possibly be a repurchase. Next we have L'Interdit from Givenchy. This perfume is really gorgeous. It's a very elegant fragrance. I really like it. For some reason I don't reach for it an awful lot, but I think I'm going to try and reach for it a bit more. I think for me, this would be a kind of go-to work perfume for me. I don't know why, but I don't see this being one that I'll reach for like on a date night or something. I don't know why, but I think this will be a nice kind of go-to everyday fragrance for me, like to work, particularly in the autumn and winter for sure. So that is L'Interdit from Givenchy. Next we have Scandal by Night. No, I will not repurchase this one because I don't reach for it often enough at all. It's a very rare particular kind of occasion that I would want to wear that perfume, and I haven't really found that occasion yet, to be honest. It's just a very particular kind of fragrance, and in some ways I almost feel like it's not really me. This is a very, very suggestive, seductive, bold, loud, obnoxious fragrance, and that's not really my kind of personality, to be honest, so that's probably why I don't reach for it very often. But I am keeping this adorable little bottle for now, because I like having it, I like smelling out the bottle, and I like occasionally wearing it, but on the whole I really don't reach for this one very often at all. Next we have Armani My Way. This is one of my kind of favorite fragrances of the moment, you guys. I just really love this one. It is such an uplifting, beautiful, attractive, feminine, floral fragrance, I would say. Very bright, kind of slightly juicy as well. I just absolutely love this one. I love the really modern tuberose note in here. It's slightly bubblegummy in nature. There is bergamot in here, I believe. There is orange blossom. And overall, I just completely love this fragrance. It's kind of creamy as well. Very voluptuous, very, very creamy, very beautiful. And I can't get enough of this fragrance. So that is Armani My Way. Oh, the other thing about this one is I think you can get a refill. You can buy a refill bottle and just fill up your existing bottle. So I would definitely do that for sure. Next we have Chloe Low, and this is a really nice perfect summer fragrance. It has a cooling effect to me and I really love this one. It might be a repurchase, but probably not if I'm being honest. I think there's just too many others that I love. This is a really good fragrance, but I'm not as obsessed with it as some of my other ones, but I do really enjoy it. So that's Chloe Low. Next we have Juliet Has a Gun. And for the longest time I was completely obsessed with this fragrance. At the moment I'm not really that bothered about it, to be honest. I think it might be the time of year. It's kind of that summer time of year at the moment, and to me this is more your sort of autumn winter kind of fragrance. So actually I think in the autumn and winter I'll enjoy this a lot more. But at the moment I'm really not reaching for this one. So that is Juliet Has a Gun. Next we have my Poison Girl, my beloved Poison Girl. Look at that juice. That is just so beautiful. I love the new darker juice that they have created for this fragrance. I think it is so stunning and it suits the way that the fragrance actually smells, in my opinion. So I love this perfume so much, you guys. I don't even know where to start. This is so incredible to me. So you have your almond note in here, there's orange blossom, there's rose, you have some sandalwood, I believe, there's cashmere in the base notes. It's just a velvety, addictive, kind of sweet and sour, gorgeous fragrance. Honestly, it is so magnetic, it is so feminine to me. I love this one so much. It's quite heavy on the vanilla as well. It's got very rich vanilla notes in here. And overall, I completely love this one. It's got a very nice kind of orangey, bitter orange opening as well. It's just such a stunning fragrance, you guys. I love it. I feel like I would repurchase it if I ever ran out, but to be honest, I've had this for well over a year and I've hardly made any kind of dent in it. So, you know, it might not come to that, but I do feel like I would repurchase this fragrance. So that is Poison Girl, Eau de Parfum concentration. Next up we have Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette. This fragrance was kind of a flop for me, I suppose, you guys. This one, I was expecting it to be a bit more of a heavier fragrance, but you know, it's a bit lighter than I thought it was going to be, and I've used quite a lot of it, but that's because I overspray it, because it doesn't, you know, it's not the strongest perfume in the world, so I do overspray this. That's why I've used so much of it. Bear in mind as well that I bought Poison Girl long before I purchased this, so this is a much newer fragrance to my collection, but I've still worn so much more of it. But anyway, so what I think I'll do when I run out of this perfume is I will purchase the Eau de Parfum concentration, because I want to try that one. I think it will be a gorgeous scent for the autumn and winter. And this one here, I don't know, you guys, I like it. I'm not going to declutter this one, but I don't think I would repurchase the Eau de Toilette version. It's just not, it's not enough for me. I think the Eau de Parfum will be, you know, better, I think. So that is Hypnotic Poison from Dior. Next we have Kenzo Flower Elixir. This is a really nice fragrance. I don't think it'll be a repurchase. I think once I've used it up, that'll be me. You know, I think, I don't know, you guys, I think I really, really enjoy this one. I actually love this fragrance, but certainly once I've used it up, I don't think I'll be buying another bottle. I think I will have had enough. So that is Kenzo Flower Elixir. And the next strangely shaped long bottle that I have is Kenzo. It's Kenzo Amore. So no, I will not repurchase this fragrance, you guys. I used to absolutely love this one, but something about it I just don't love anymore. I'm kind of tired of this one, if I'm being honest. It's a nice perfume. I have so much left of it. It was actually in one of my recent declutter videos, so it's kind of looking for a new home at this point, and it will not be a repurchase. So that's us gone through all of these perfumes here on this wee table. All of those fragrances. I'm just gonna have another wee drink of my, of my Lemsip. I think that is starting to help my head a bit now. Thank goodness, because I had a really bad headache. Moving on to this wee table here. So we'll go through these and then we can go through all of those fragrances there. Next we have Montal Intense Cafe. I love this perfume, but I'm not sure if it would be a repurchase. Next is Valentino Valentina Poudre. No, I wouldn't repurchase this one, and I think I would probably declutter it. I think it's featured in a past declutter video. It's looking for a new home. I would not repurchase this fragrance right here. Next we have Elisab Girl of Now, and I absolutely love this perfume, you guys. I think it's incredible. It's so sweet and addictive and nutty, like a luxurious nutty dessert, and I completely love this one. So would it be a repurchase? I think so. I think it would actually. Oh my gosh, look at the colour of that juice. That is honestly mesmerising. I love this perfume so much, you guys. I can't believe I was going to declutter it at one point. So that is Elisab Le Parfum. So that is Elisab Girl of Now. Next up we have Flora Botanica from Balenciaga, and funnily enough, no, I would not repurchase this one, and I'm actually considering decluttering this bottle. This was already a repurchase. I used to own this perfume, I used up a full bottle, then I purchased it again, and I feel like I may have jumped the gun slightly with that, you guys, because this is a huge 100ml bottle and it's quite a strong fragrance. Like, it's a very particular fragrance, and it was really nice having it back in my collection for a while. I have really enjoyed wearing this one, but I don't think I have it in me to actually get through this 100ml bottle of it. I really don't think that's gonna happen, so therefore I think it may be a declutter. Next we have Mugler Aura, and I love these Mugler fragrances because you can just refill them. So of course I would get this refilled. I love this fragrance so much. It is just so unique. Oh my goodness, look at that bottle. I can't even believe how stunning that bottle is. I just completely love this fragrance. As most of you guys will know if you watch my channel, this is an addictive, feminine, green, spicy vanillic scent, and it's so utterly gorgeous. I really love it so much. So I would just refill the bottle, to be honest. I would definitely keep refilling this one, and it's definitely staying in my collection. Next we have Mugler Aura Eau Sensuelle, and this is a much lighter, pillowy, soft, marshmallowy version of the original Aura over there. So for that reason, this makes a really nice summery fragrance, and I really like this one, but I don't think it'll be a repurchase. I think once I've used it up, I will have had enough of it, to be honest. It's not got the same depth of character that the original one has. You know, that one is just absolutely fantastic to me. This one is still very nice, but it doesn't have the same impact. So for that reason, I will not be repurchasing this one, and I'm not sure if it's going to be staying in my collection or not at this point. So that's Mugler Aura Eau Sensuelle. Next we have the gorgeous Original Alien fragrance. I love this one, you guys. I completely love this fragrance. It was not love at first sniff, I'll tell you that. It was really not something that I liked for a very long time, but I've kind of gradually got to know the fragrance, and now every time I wear it, I love it more and more. So this is the most stunning woody, balsamic, ambery jasmine scent ever. It is so beautiful, instantly recognizable, very unique, and of course I will be refilling my bottle once it runs out. Next we have Alien Eau de Toilette. Now this is a beautiful fragrance. I think this is a really nice lighter version of Alien. It's still a very strong scent though, so don't think, you know, that this is just like a watered down version. I don't think it's a watered down version. I think it is going slightly in a different direction from what I can remember from looking at the notes. This has some cashmere in the base, so it's kind of softer, it's a bit more diffused, it's not as punchy as the original Alien. This one isn't as warm, this one is a bit more cool toned, if that's even a thing. This has more citrusy notes and it doesn't really have amber in it either, so it's just kind of moved in a different direction. It's not really got that heavy warm feeling that the original Alien has, so you know, that makes this a perfect option for the summertime or as a slightly less intense version for all year round, you know. I almost feel like this could be Alien and then that could be Alien Intense, Eau de Parfum Intense or something, because this is still a really substantial scent in itself. It's an Eau de Toilette, but it performs like an Eau de Parfum and it's absolutely stunning. And that one is almost like a really intense version of it, but I don't know, you guys. So that was Alien Eau de Toilette. And now we have the stunning, gorgeous Alien Fusion, which I completely love. It's a shame I can't get this bottle filled up again, because I totally would. I think you just have to repurchase the bottle with this one here, but I honestly love this scent so much, you guys. All of the Aliens blow me away, to be quite honest. They are just gorgeous. This is a warm, sweet, cinnamony, balsamic version of Alien, and I just completely adore it. So yes, I am absolutely keeping it in my collection. It's not going to be leaving my collection. This would probably never be a declutter. I cannot ever see me decluttering this, to be honest with you. And it would probably be a repurchase as well. So there we have it. Those are all the perfumes on that reside table there. And we have gone through all of those ones. So now for the fragrances up on the fireplace. So these are the perfumes that I have up here. I've kind of tried to roughly group these together in some sort of order. So starting over here, I have all of my dupe kind of fragrances. So we have my Federico Mahora 359, which is a dupe for Alien Essence Absolue. I love this perfume so much. I am keeping it in my collection for sure because I adore how this smells. Would it be a repurchase? I'm not sure, you guys, honestly, I'm not sure. But it's not going to be a declutter. Then we have Cherry Casino from Jua Fragrances. I love this one. It smells like a combination of Baccarat Rouge and Tom Ford Lost Cherry. It's very beautiful, feminine, addictive, flirty, things like that. I love this perfume, so it's not going to be a declutter. Then we have Lady Elixir from Jua Fragrances, which is a dupe for Rocha Elixir Parfum. So I really love how this smells. I'm not sure if these would be like a repurchase, but I certainly enjoy them very much, and I'm going to be keeping them in my collection. Next we have Caramel Delight from Jua Fragrances. Funnily enough, this isn't one that I've been reaching for an awful lot. I think I definitely prefer the other ones from the line. This one is still very nice. This is a dupe for Xerjoff's Lyra, and I actually think that in the autumn and winter I will possibly wear this a lot more than I am right now, seeing as we're in summer right now. This is not really a summer perfume at all, you guys. It's really, really nice, it's stunning, but for some reason I don't love it as much as the other ones. Next we have Angelic Aphrodisiac from Jua Fragrances. I really like the design of this feather bottle. I think it's really cute. And I always forget the two perfumes that this one is meant to smell like. I think it is a combination of Killian Angel's Share and Initio Psychedelic Love. I think that those are the two fragrances that are combined in here, and I completely love this perfume. Honestly, this is the nicest, sweet, spicy, rich, indulgent perfume ever. It's so good, you guys, and perfect for the autumn and winter for sure. And my last Jua fragrance that I have in my collection is Dark Chocolate Rum and Vanilla, which is a dupe for Gourmand Coquine by Guerlain. And I completely love this one. This, again, it'll be a fantastic fragrance for the autumn and winter. Next we have La Rive in Woman Red from La Rive. And I think this is a dupe for Armani Si Passione. And to be honest, you guys, I like this one, but I think it could be a declutter. I'm not loving it as much as I used to. I think I'll try wearing it to work a few days this week and I'll see how I get on with it, but I don't know, I haven't been reaching for it, to be honest, and I've not been feeling like quite as drawn to it for some reason. But I'll see how I get on with it and I'll decide later. It's certainly a very nice perfume. Kind of reminds me of shampoo and things like that. Next we have my two only ones. We have Dolce & Gabbana The Only One, and we have The Only One 2. I really enjoy both of these fragrances, you guys. I think they're both incredible. The Only One 2 is a really interesting twist on the original. It's sort of, they've replaced caramel with rose and they've added an ambergris to the base notes. It's overall a very interesting fragrance. It reminds me an awful lot of this perfume here. So to me, if you like La Nuit Trésor à la Folie, you would most definitely like this one. They're actually very similar, so you might not even need both because they are just very similar to me. But yeah, this has that same kind of warm berry feeling that this fragrance has. They're different enough to me to own both. Although to be honest, if I ran out of one, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, if I ran out of one of these perfumes, I would just keep the other one and I wouldn't feel the need to repurchase the one I ran out of. So yeah, they are quite similar and I really enjoy that one. And next we have Dolce & Gabbana The Only One. I love this perfume so much. I think that this would probably be a repurchase, you guys. I do. Just because of how much I adore this fragrance. It's honestly so addictive to me. And I mean, I wear it now, like I'm wearing it in the summer, but seeing the autumn and winter, I think I'll be wearing this so often. It's honestly beautiful to me, and I've been wearing it a lot recently. So yes, this would probably be a repurchase, and no, it will not be leaving my collection. Next we have Libre Intense from Yves Saint Laurent, and I think that this is one of the most beautiful bottles I have in my collection. Honestly, that is so stunning. It's so classy, that bottle design. I really like that. I really love this fragrance, you guys. In the autumn and winter, I'll be wearing this so often. I think not at the moment because we're into summer and it's really warm. And this is a particularly rich, deep scent. This one right here, it's very rich. Kind of, yeah, an autumn and winter perfume to me for sure. But once I run out, it might possibly be a repurchase because I really enjoy it. Now we have my beautiful Black Opium fragrances. I love my little collection of these. I think they look so nice together. So at the back I just have my original that I've worn quite a lot of. My beautiful Black Opium there. Then here we have the same again, but in a limited edition bottle. I'm just going to turn that around to face the right way. So the same as that one, but just in the beautiful red kind of spot packaging, which I really like. My wee backup bottle. Then we have the Intense version, which I really enjoy, you guys. I think this is such a nice change from the original. On those days when I want a Black Opium, but I don't want it to be as sweet as the original one, because I would say this is quite a lot, or rather, sorry, the original one is quite a lot sweeter than this. So this one is not anywhere near as sweet as the original Black Opiums. So this can make a really nice refreshing change, you know, every once in a while. I really enjoy that one. So no, I would never declutter these. I love them, obviously. And this is the Hair Mist version as well, which I really enjoy wearing, just in combination with any of these. So I love those ones, definitely staying in my collection. Next we have some perfumes here that are in the declutter category. So my my Flower Bomb, my Bonbon and my Gucci Bloom are all in the declutter category. at the moment. They featured in my recent declutter video actually, and I don't really reach for them. The atomizer on these perfumes kind of bugs me for reasons that I mentioned in my perfume pet peeves video. But I would say that they are in the declutter category for sure. I would not repurchase them, and they are all looking for a new home. Next we have C Fiore from Armani. I love this perfume. Longevity on skin is like not the best. I would give it maybe a 4 out of 10. On hair and clothes, it's maybe a 6 or a 7 out of 10. But to be honest, it annoys me sometimes, but on the whole, I love this fragrance kind of so much that I just overspray it, and it tends to like last and perform a bit better when I overspray it. So that's what I do. I actually really love this perfume. Next we have Aphrodisiac from Ann Summers. I really like this one, you guys. I've had it for a very long time. This is actually one of the oldest perfumes I have in my whole collection, because these were all purchased you know, after my hobby really started, but this was purchased before any of that, if you know what I mean. So this is one of the originals and it's really nice. I really like this one. Then we have my Viva La Juicy fragrances. We have the original and the gold couture version, and I like these perfumes, but I've not been reaching for them very often, and I'm wondering if perhaps I'm gonna find these too sweet. I think the thing is I kind of have to be in the mood for them. When I'm in the mood for these, then I really enjoy them, but I think quite often I might find these a bit too sweet. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with these. I don't know if I'm going to be decluttering them. I don't know if I'm going to keep them. I think time will tell. Then we have Britney Spears Private Show. I think this bottle is really kind of pretty. I think it's a really dainty wee bottle, kind of in that crystal shape. I think it's really cute. I wore it today actually, and it is very sweet. It's kind of a milky sweet drink kind of smell, and it's okay, I suppose, but it might end up being decluttered perhaps. I'll see how I get on with it, to be honest. Next we have Vintage Bloom from Jessica Simpson. Now I just use this as a room spray now. I'm really not a fan of how this smells on me. It's too citrusy, it's too lemony, but as a room spray it's actually really nice. So if I don't find a new home for it, I will just continue to use it as a room spray, but this one is definitely in the declutter category as well. Next we have Paco Rabanne Olympia. I am not really the biggest fan of this perfume. I will not be repurchasing it, and it's looking for a new home. It's in the declutter category, this fragrance here. Next we have Ralph Lauren Woman, and I really liked this perfume, but unfortunately the atomizer seems to have gone all weird, so it sprays out in a line rather than spraying out in a proper mist, which is really disappointing. So as a result, I don't reach for it anymore. I don't actually know what I'm going to do with this, because yeah, I'm not reaching for it at all anymore because of the terrible sprayer. So that's kind of a disappointment, to be honest, you guys. And next we have Hugo Boss, The Scent for Her Private Accord. No, I will not repurchase this one. The longevity is quite poor, I would say. It's nice to have for the summer as like a summer gourmand fragrance, but apart from that, I don't know. I wouldn't really say that it's anything that... The smell is quite special, but the way that it performs, it's quite lackluster, in my opinion. Next we have Trussardi My Name, and I would say I'm just not really bothered either way about this one. It could stay or go, I don't really mind. I don't think I'd really notice either way. It's a nice calming fragrance, almost kind of like, you know, baby powder, soft creamy powdery fragrance, very light, very soft scent, quite nice as like a calming perfume. I've worn this to bed quite a few times, or if I'm feeling a little bit stressed, it's quite nice for, you know, it's a nice calming fragrance, but I would say it's not really inspiring me enough, if you know what I mean. It's kind of a fragrance that I could take or leave. Next we have Replay Stone. This is a relatively new addition to my collection. It's quite a nice perfume. The lasting power is not the best, and it's quite a weak scent overall, I would say, but it's still quite nice, and I think I'll be getting some good use out of it. So would I repurchase? No, but is it going to stay in my collection? Probably. Then we have my Cloud. I think this is a fantastic fragrance. Honestly, it's so affordable, but it smells so good. I think it's particularly enjoyable for the summertime because of that coconut cream accord going on in there. It's kind of unusual as well because it has lavender and things like that. It's actually a really nice perfume. So that's Ariana Grande Cloud. I'm gonna keep it and I'll show you if I can get it out of here. I'll show you how much I've used. So I've used quite a lot of it actually. And I don't know if it would be a repurchase, but I've certainly been enjoying it and I will continue to enjoy this perfume. Next we have Rihanna Nude. This was in a declutter video before, then I kind of decided to keep it. Overall, I'm not really too fussed whether I keep this perfume or not. You know, it could stay or leave as far as I'm concerned, but it is quite a nice, enjoyable, kind of summery, creamy, tropical sort of scent, and I do quite enjoy it when I wear it. It reminds me a lot of this new shower cream that I just purchased. It's like a coconut and argan oil scented thing, I think. I think I'm going to show it in a upcoming haul, like a body care haul video. But this perfume really reminds me of that new sort of body cream that I've recently got. And moving on now to my 3 Narciso Rodriguez fragrances. I absolutely love all 3 of these, you guys. One of these was a repurchase, so this is Narciso Rodriguez for Eau de Toilette. I absolutely adore this perfume. Then we have Narciso Poudre and we have the original Narciso White Cube. So all 3 of these are absolutely stunning to me. I absolutely adore them. They're all definitely staying in my collection and I could see all 3 of these being repurchases in the future for sure. So there we have it, you guys, all 72 of my perfumes. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to give the video a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoyed it. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for weekly perfume videos, and I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.